Hello, my name is Michael Emery. This video accompanies the Call app. In this program, I loosely model Joseph Campbell's concept of the hero's journey as a way for the listener to break free of past limiting experiences and beliefs in order to pursue a life of meaning and significance. This program was originally developed in conjunction with my grad school studies as a means of exploring the question, what separates a man who pursues a path of significance and meaning throughout life from a man who wanders directionless in his life? Of course, although this program was developed for men, either gender can benefit from it. Renowned mythologist and the author of the book, The Hero with a Thousand Faces, Joseph Campbell, outlined a pattern or a theme found in narratives, mythologies, and spiritual traditions all around the world. Joseph Campbell wrote the following. The hero ventures forth from the world of common day into a region of supernatural wonder. Fabulous forces are there encountered, and a decisive victory is won. The hero comes back from this mysterious adventure with the power to bestow boons upon his fellow man. Those words probably sound a little old-fashioned, right? Not part of our everyday vernacular or commonly used words. But what Joseph Campbell is referring to is the process or the pattern that is superimposed upon most popular stories or movie themes. In fact, here's one that you could think about right now. It's a trilogy that you've probably watched as a young child or growing up. Star Wars. Just briefly, in the original trilogy, the first movie was about Luke leaving his home planet. That's the departure. The second movie was about the initiation. This is Luke being initiated into the Order of the Jedi Knight. The third movie, The Return of the Jedi, was about Luke returning to set right the wrongs that had been done. This doesn't just happen in fantasy or mythology alone. In fact, you can see this being played out in sports, movies, literature, and in the lives of individuals who have done significant things. But why look outside yourself for the experience that is already happening within? Everything that you desire, dream of, hope for, and even fear is already embedded in the story of your life. Besides, I'll bet that you already have a contingency plan. In fact, probably more than just one. You know, like if your boss were to walk in right now and fire you because you're watching this video instead of working, then you'd be able to throw all your passion and energy and resources into pursuing that dream you've had for so long. Well, that might shake you out of the complacency that you've been in. If this is the case, then this is the call. Do it now. This will force you to face your fears and to grow. Otherwise, staying is running. Or maybe you're still in a relationship that you decided to end a long time ago. Or perhaps you never really wanted to be in a relationship, but you kind of are, and it's just been kind of comfortable. This is the call. Do it now. You'll be forced to face your fears and grow. Staying is running. Perhaps you've been trying to find the motivation to change your lifestyle, work out, and eat more nutritious foods. This is the call. Do it now. You'll be forced to face your fears and grow. Staying is running. But these are just the little things you might be thinking. Well, how do you think big things happen? They happen by organizing all of the little aspects in your life and making them congruent so that your energy flows directly into your purpose. Here's the bottom line. No one is going to rescue you from yourself. Just like going to the gym, no one is going to lift the weights for you so that you receive the benefit. Just like your personal development, no one is going to face your fears for you and develop the resources you need to overcome those fears and limitations. However, there are plenty of resources available, and synchronistically, the teacher always shows up when the student is ready, even in my life. Think about it for a moment. The system is designed for conformity. It doesn't matter what the era is, the system has always been designed for conformity. No great man or woman, no hero has ever been trapped by the system for very long. Everyone is called, but few respond. Here's what I want you to consider. If you don't take a stand for yourself now, you are less likely to tomorrow, and even less likely a year from now. In fact, the call to the hero's journey becomes more and more abrupt. The hero's journey is an archetypal story that we all have the opportunity to participate within during the course of our lifetimes. Within the hero's journey, there are two major themes or stages that stand out and set the precedent for an individual's life, for your life. These two stages are the call to the hero's journey and the refusal of the call. This first stage, the call, involves the hero who has no idea that he or she is a hero. In fact, this person is just living a mundane, ordinary life with average problems until something happens that shakes that person's world, shatters their reality, and causes them to momentarily break through their paradigm. This disruption can take many different forms. In fact, you've probably experienced a few of these. It could be the death of a loved one, it could be a near-death experience, heartbreak, the loss of a job, financial ruin, some sort of catastrophe that you could not have planned for. And what this serves as is a sign that your reality is being shaken. You are being called to something greater. That old paradigm that once existed has been challenged. And for a short time period, there's a brief window in which the old answers that used to work for you will no longer suffice. Just by looking at the current state of the world today, I believe that there is plenty of evidence to suggest that more often than not, the call to the hero's journey is refused. And that is the second stage of the hero's journey, the refusal of the call. Fortunately, I believe the call is incessant. And the more an individual tries to run from it or hide from it, the more it will haunt you. The call to the hero's journey is refused because it more often than not requires that you challenge the status quo, that you do not conform. It may require a sacrifice, and it often demands that you relinquish a sense of obligation to culture or creed. For the individual, answering the call to the hero's journey means that you must inevitably face your fears and your insecurities. In this program, you will confront your fear of death, and you'll also face and evaluate your relationship to your mother and your father, as these are two very important stages in the hero's development. After this experience, you'll have the ongoing opportunity for as long as you're breathing to determine how exactly you will maintain balance between your spiritual and physical life. For the rest of today, and as you continue your journey throughout life, remember that freedom from the fear of death and the fear of others' opinions is the freedom to live with meaning and significance. Be amazing.